Hey, welcome back to Monstar Gaming. I actually wanted to restart my Stardew Valley game. I had a different tablet before, and you can transfer files from one tablet to another, so you can kind of have your saved games. But I decided I actually really want to restart the game. I'm going to play in the forest map layout. I did start one on the other tablet as well, and I thought it was interesting. I like the woods, so it's pretty cool. So I'm actually going to restart it, and the main reason for that is that 1.5 for mobile is going to be coming out. Who knows when, but I think most likely in the next 30 days. It did already come out for the PC, and I've already watched videos and things like that on YouTube, and it's all over the internet. They made massive, massive updates to the game. I think some of the biggest things, other than things that make it easier for you to kind of stay organized and things like that, they also added more areas, which is really nice. So they added a lot more what I would call like end game stuff, or more stuff for people that are much further along in the game, because the game has been out for many years now, but it's still a fantastic game. I believe it's 4.99 right now. Maybe it went up. I'm not sure, because it depends when they go on sale or not. But it is a game on mobile uh, that has no pay to win, nothing like that. You basically pay the price of it, and you have the full game, and you just play it, just like I think games like this should be. Um, so it's really exciting. If you've never heard of Stardew Valley, it's basically a farming game, is what most people would call it. I call it a little bit more of a like a simulation game, more so, because farming is only a piece of what you do. You can also fish, you can mine, you can have like animals and things like that. And then you also have a whole town that you can interact with all the people there. Like Lewis is the mayor, so you can kind of interact with them. They all do have their own different dialogues. They all have their own different daily routines. So there's a lot to the game, and it's still by one designer, one creator, um, and which is one of the reasons why the updates do take a little bit longer, because they're massive, and he has to go and he designs all the artwork, all the audio, which is the audio is amazing, and all the other things. And then I know he kind of has some people sometimes help him with the playtesting and bugs and things like that. And then I know he also works with sorry, some other folks to help him convert it over to the different platforms, because that's also very tricky. But no, it's an amazing game. If you are into any kind of farming game, or anything slightly nostalgic, because this did have a very Harvest Moon type feel to it. It's basically what he was trying to do, is trying to make like the ultimate Harvest Moon culmination, and basically improve on all the things that he wanted to improve on. Um, but this game's very unique. When you're not playing, the game does not progress. So it's nice. You can not play for a day, a week, a month, whatever. You come back and you have your saved game, and you just continue it. You play in days, and I can't remember the exact time. I think every day is like about 18 to 20 minutes long, real time, but it does pause the clock when you're in menus, like I am right now. If there's any like cutscenes, dialogue, kind of things like that. Um, so if you need to get up and you don't want the clock to keep ticking, just open up a menu or open up your stuff here. Um, I have played it on PlayStation, which is really fun. But I think they did a really good job with mobile, because it does make sense when you're clicking and pointing and things like that. It makes a ton of sense. So I'm not going to give you guys too much information on the game, just because there's so much going on. Um, there's a little TV that they definitely want to check out, because they'll tell you the weather. They'll also tell you the fortune, if it's a lot of times, if it's going to be like a good day or bad day, things like that, with luck, because that is part of the game. Let's click over here, living off the land. And this isn't like every single day. So that's nice. And then a lot of times they'll have like a little recipe. And you got some parsnip seeds and your little journal entry. So he's helping you out to get started. You inherited this from your grandpa, and the place is a mess. So you have to go and basically clear it all out, make sure everything looks good, and then you can start planting, growing, harvesting, etc., etc. There's a lot of depth to this game. It's not a game that you want to rush through. You really want to enjoy it. And it's an open game. There is no such thing as levels. There's no such thing as like if you don't do A, B, or C, you can't do D. I mean, obviously you need to, progress to be able to move along in the game. Um, but there's nothing in the game telling you can't do this or you can't do that, which is amazing. So when I played it in the past, I didn't really interact with the townsfolk too much. I mean, I did build some friendships, but it didn't really go much further than that. I was so busy trying to make my farm look nice, and then just try to let me see pickaxe. Um, Basically, just want to produce stuff and get a pretty good amount of income. There is like a town community center thing that you want to work on. It's one of the big projects. Basically, that once you complete that, you're about halfway through the game. But there's a lot of other things that you can do. There's a lot of like little, not missions, but like little things that the townsfolk might ask you for that you can try to complete. On the bottom right, you have the energy bar. So the more you hack away at things, minus the anytime you use the hoe, that doesn't do anything. It doesn't waste your energy, but the pickaxe, the sword, fishing, different things like that will use your energy. So I'm actually really excited because, like I said, I didn't really get too far with the the forest layout. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to pan out. Um, so really excited. So this is just my day one. It's 9:40 in the morning. What does it say? Introductions. It'd be nice to meet everybody. There's 28 people that you can interact with. Like I said, I've played this before, so some of these things I am going to be able to move along a little quicker just because I already kind of like understand it. But that's fine. Um, so that's how you till the fields. Actually, I'm going to need to till some more. I'm, I know you can't hear the music, but the music is really nice. Let me see. So I'll play this a little bit every day. Let's see how many spots, and I like that they highlight that. Um, there are other shortcuts later on that you can do to kind of make things a little bit quicker for you. And then you can get like a sprinkler system and things like that to help you with watering things. So they've it's very well thought out. This game's definitely very well thought out. A lot of detail in what you can do in the game. Um, and if you've seen anybody play it, or if you've seen any photos online of people's farms, they look amazing. Like you have so many options on doing different things. You have animals running around. I mean, there's just so many options, which is really cool. Um, and everything takes different times. Like to get seeds for stuff takes time. Takes money. Sorry, to get seeds for stuff that takes longer, cost more. Things that take the longest will give you more. So there really is a whole system. Like not every vegetable or thing that you grow is going to give you the same income. Not everything's going to take the same amount to grow. Sometimes you'll get duplicates of things. This game is just amazing, absolutely amazing. If you're not really somebody that really enjoys this kind of art, because it is a little bit more simplified, I would say that after you play a few days in the game itself, maybe like a week, actually not a week because it kind of jumps around quicker than that, but after you play for at least 4 or 5 in-game days, you kind of just get really used to it. It's a very calm kind of game. super calm. You just go at your own pace. You can fish. I mean, there's so many different things you can get. There's different fish per season. There's different fish if it's the morning or at night, or if you're fishing in the ocean, if you're fishing in a lake. Then you get like seasonal, like bushes and things like that that will get you stuff. You can get honey, you can get mushrooms, you can chop down trees and become, proficient at foraging and things like that. Like there's just so much to the game. There really is. So this is just a quick intro. Let me actually go this way because I think, yeah, I have a little bit of money. So let me, oh, and this little bin right here, you can actually drop items there to put them for sale. And the next morning, when you wake up the next day, you'll get your money, whatever you sold it for. So I don't need clay, so I'll throw that in there. And I don't need that either. I'll throw it in there. Those, I mean, they don't cost all that much, but it's nice to have it there. You don't have to run into town to the shop to sell it. You just put it right in there, which is really nice. But you have to wait the next day. So if you really need to make some money quick, you go into town, sell it, get your money immediately, and then do whatever you need to do. Once again, this screen is pausing the game. So even though a day doesn't take that long in real time, after you pause it here and there, I mean, you could turn a day into maybe 25 minutes or 30 minutes. So depending on how quickly you play. So this is another little area here. So I love to gather the stuff. So it's, what's that? Daffodil. What is this over here? Dandelion. There's another one over here. So some of these things are edible. I don't think these are, but some of the things are edible. So you do want to hold on to them. These ones I just like to pick, and then it's easy money. Just a little bit here, a little bit there, kind of thing. So I'm actually going to go into town here because I do have some coins. I think that's the mayor right there, possibly. So I could go talk to him, but he's a little blah. Let me click on this. So his store is closed on Wednesdays, but he is open the rest of the time, which is nice. And he's right over here, and he's always trying to sell you stuff. So this is a game where you definitely want to kind of grow one of everything over time because you do want to collect different things like that and kind of keep like a stash of one of everything because eventually you will need a certain amount of things to complete tasks. Oh, I could have sold them some stuff there, but whatever. There's other people here, and like I said, everybody has different personalities. Everybody has different dialogues. I know when he does his updates, sometimes he'll add a couple little things of dialogue here and there to keep them interesting. And their dialogue does change as you become better friends with them and things like that. So I'm actually going to, let me see. Sometimes I like to keep them separated so they're not, so I don't forget what I'm growing where. So I'm going to do this. Let's put some of these down. Actually, I think these and the ones on the left over there are the same thing. But that's fine. And then you got to water them every day. So the days that it rains, you don't have to water them, which is nice. So that kind of saves you a good couple minutes in the morning. Oh, see his energy on the bottom right? See, it says he feels exhausted. So I should stop doing that. I think I'm going to go over here just to fill up the water, even though he's tired. And we are going to go to bed. If I had food to eat or something, that would replenish his energy, but that's good for one day. All right, so that just saved the game. And then overnight, it's going to tell you what you produced money-wise from farming, foraging, fishing, mining, and any other random things. And then it totals it for you, which is really nice. And then it tells you that you are on day 1 of spring. I'm trying to remember. I think there is 28 days per season. So the game does move pretty quick. But things move pretty quick in the game too. So it's not like you're running out of time per se. You just have to be very good about managing your time on things that you're growing. So they actually grow in the season and not when the season changes because then they will die. So you do have to pay attention to that. So don't plant anything like on the last couple days of the month because it's not going to do anything, or the season, sorry. So I'm just going to leave it there. But I wanted to thank you guys for checking out my website, my YouTube channel, sorry, not my website. But like I said, I am going to continue playing this game little by little. I am very, very anxious for 1.5 to come out. Like I said, I know a lot of the new things that are coming out. I just have not played them yet. And I much prefer playing on my tablet than on other platforms. So I'm just going to wait till it comes out on the tablet. But in the meantime, I'm just going to start working on this farm and get it kind of bustling and making some money for me. All right, thanks for watching.